What's going on, everyone? Dare here, and welcome back to another day of Marvel Snap. We had a patch drop today, which means we have a new data mine to go through with changes to the spotlight caches and also new bundles to look forward to see if there's anything worth our hard-earned money or our gold. So before we hop into that, I kind of want to talk about the other changes that came along with that patch, and that is that we finally got the Activate Edition to Black Swan and Hellcow, which I don't personally own Black Swan, but I could not be more excited about the Hellcow change. And on top of it, Swordmaster finally got a much needed update as well. So he actually will be a targeted discard towards odd costed cards from your hand, which when you kind of start looking at it, there's not a whole lot of odd costed cards you want to discard out of your hand in a discard deck, outside of possibly maybe Scorn coming up in the next month. But either way, I'm excited about the new changes. I cannot wait to actually dabble around with the discard deck. But let's get in there and let's check out what the changes to the Spotlight caches are. So before we actually get to the Spotlight caches, let's talk about the cards that actually had some changes or text added to them. The big one being is we finally got some information on Frigga. Frigga is a 4/6 on reveal, add a copy of the last card you played to your hand, which is honestly, I think she's going to be pretty good. She's a 4/6 dedicated copy Nico, essentially. And the first thing that kind of pops into my mind of what would be a good card to do this with is something like Mockingbird. Could be really, really strong to do this with. Or any of your other like cards that get super cheap based on you having some sort of criteria on the board. I feel like Frigga is going to be a nice addition to. So I'm kind of really excited to kind of start playing around with where she would fit in. And I'm honestly kind of excited for this card in general. Next one is Scorn. Went from a 1/2. When you discard this, give its power to one of your cards in play, return this to your hand with +1 power, and change to a 1/2. When you discard this, return it to your hand and give +2 power to itself and one of your cards in play. So essentially they gave her 1 power on the ability, and on top of it just fixed the verbiage so it sounded a lot better. I'm really excited for Scorn. I know a lot of people are thinking she's not going to be very good. I have a couple of decks in mind that I think Scorn is going to be really good in. I cannot wait to play around with her. I've been honestly on a discard kick anyway, so I cannot wait to pick up Scorn and to throw her into a deck and kind of see, what she can actually offer. The other one that got changed is Surtur. Surtur went from a 3/3 to after you play a card with 10+ power, this gains +4 power, to a 2/2. After you play a card with 10+ power, this gains +3 power. So it's kind of interesting that they dropped him down to be a 2-cost card now, but they also reduced his ability a little bit. So I don't really have any idea where Surtur's going to fit. I think that he would go really well in that. I've been calling it Token Zoo. I'm not exactly sure what the name of the deck is, but it's got Scar. It did have Mockingbird before she got nerfed, Cold Obsidian, Atuma, pretty much just a bunch of cheap 10-cost cards that you can throw out there in a zoo deck. I really wish I could play it, but I don't have most of the Crossbones. I think is another one that may be included in there. But in that deck was kind of floating around a lot a couple of weeks ago. I actually was a little envious because it looks like a lot of fun, but I'm missing most of the cards for it. I think Surtur would be very interesting in that deck, but I'm kind of just, very interested in to see where he might find a home, because that's a lot of +10 power needed to start gaining some stuff. But either way, that is the cards that got changed and adjusted. Let's actually go in and kind of take a look at what the Spotlight caches changed on for this patch. So the month of October didn't actually see any changes, so we're just going to blow through these real quick. We got Scream, Man-Thing, and Mobius in October 1st through the 8th. We've got Misery, War Machine, and Demora on October 8th through 15th, which I think that week, as everyone knows, just gained a lot of value with the changes to War Machine. I think he's kind of a must-have card in his current state right now. October 15th through the 22nd, we've got Scorn, Jean Grey, and Sebastian Shaw. October 22nd through the 29th, we're looking at Toxin, Zabu, and Elsa Bloodstone. I really want Elsa out of that week, so it's going to be really hard deciding if I want to pull on that or not. The following week, we've got Anti-Venom, Supergiant, and Ghost Spider. And then moving on into November, we've got the Asgardian month. Fenris, Annihilus, Werewolf by Night, not Knife, is unchanged. Then the following week, November 12th through the 19th, we now have Malekith with Thena and Valentina. This used to be Frigga. So it's kind of disappointing this got swapped around. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much because we don't know what Malekith is yet. He did not get any text in this. I'm just a little bummed because we do have Frigga's text now, and I do know that I would actually like to pull for her. But unfortunately, we're going to have to see what Malekith is looking like. But either way, I'm pulling on Athena that week. She is in one of my top 5 most wanted cards, so we're actually going to be chasing after her for sure. And then the following week, we've got Frigga, Red Guardian, and Copycat. Fantastic week, honestly, for anyone except for me or anyone else that has Red Guardian Copycat. I already have Red Guardian Copycat, so I can't, in honestly good faith or even, you know, I can't justify pulling on that week because I already got them. I can't be getting variants. I'm not the point in my collection yet that I'm fine with picking up Spotlight variants. So unfortunately, if I really want Frigga, I'm gonna have to be saving up tokens for her. So that is what it is. If you do not have Red Guardian Copycat though, I think they're both fantastic cards. Even with the change to Copycat where she just copies the text and she doesn't steal it. Did they revert that? I can't remember if that got reverted or not. She's still fantastic. I still like including her when I can. And Red Guardian is probably one of the top tech cards right now. So having him available is really, really good. So I think this is a fantastic week. I'm just kind of bummed because I won't be pulling on it. Then the following week, we've got the first taste of December. Oh my God, we're moving into December already. I need to sit down. We got Havoc, Legion, and Gore. And honestly, this week is just, it's kind of a disappointment to me. I'm not excited with what they've done with Gore. And then the fact Legion is really good, especially currently. Havoc is just okay. But the fact of the matter is it's 2 Series 4 cards with a Series 5 card. That just doesn't seem like he's going to be that whoopee. But I mean, they gave him -3 power. Maybe we're all wrong and he's going to be disgusting. I mean, there's going to be a lot of on-reveal cards that are out. So, I mean, maybe he's going to be really, really good. I'm, you know, hoping I'm wrong. They did put him with 2 Series 4 cards. So I imagine they know what they're doing. But as it currently stands, I ain't too excited about that week. But okay, that's the changes to the Spotlight caches. Let's go and look to see if there's any bundles that are worth your hard-earned gold and cash. Okay, to start it off, we've got Scary Monsters and Nice Symbiotes. We've got White Tiger with a Venomized skin and 500 credits, 1,000 gold for $10. It's actually not that bad. The bundle value is pretty decent on it. If you play a lot of White Tiger, I mean, it's probably a pretty decent bundle. I generally don't buy any bundles that are over $10. This one's kind of tempting, especially if I find myself needing 1,000 gold. I mean, this thing is going to be running the entire month. So they're really pushing that one out there. Like, hey, buy this bundle because it's going to be running from October 1st through November 5th. It is also the month of Venom, so be expecting a whole lot of Venom variants and a whole lot of nullified variants, which honestly is kind of hit or miss for me. Some of them are really cool. Some of them come like, but either way. Moving on to the Battle of Bloodthirst. We've got Nightforged, Morbius, and Killmonger for $100. Plus you get Web Black borders, 6,000 collector's tokens, 6,000 gold, and some boosters and avatars. It's kind of a bummer because I mean, there's a reason. The Nightforged variants I think are sick. It's just unfortunate that they're generally locked behind extremely expensive bundles. Do really like the Nightforged variants. This Morbius and Killmonger look really good. If that is your thing and you've got $100 to blow on the game, go nuts. Then we're talking about probably my most excited bundle of the month. Actually, of probably the entire time I've been playing this game. We are getting Black Knight with 4,000 credits, which is and boosters and avatar for 5,000 gold. The bundle value of it is just kind of okay, but the fact he's a Series 5 card. Like, it's a Series 5 card for 5,000 tokens. Generally speaking, if you want 6,000 tokens to pick a Series 5 card that you want, you're looking at 7,000 to 7,500, depending on which bundles you get to get the tokens. So I think it's a really sweet deal for people that want Black Knight. If you have Black Knight, trash deal. Garbage deal. I want Black Knight. I for sure am probably going to be getting this bundle. Actually, there's no probably. I am without a doubt getting this bundle. Black Knight is a character that I want. I will be chasing after him. If you do have him, it's not a good deal at all. Next one is Caught Red-Handed. We've got a Carnage variant with 1,500 gold for $15. Bundle value is just okay. I mean, this is just a standard. This is a standard bundle. If you need the gold, if you like Carnage, it's there. Next one is we got a Venom bundle, a bit tongue-tied for Venom. We've got Web Black borders. We actually had Web Red on Carnage previously. 2,000 credits for 2,000 gold. I don't like this bundle at all. It's not a good ratio of gold to credits. Even with the Venom variant, it's not worth it. To me, I think this is not it's not a good bundle at all. Next one is Malevolent Mutations. Got a little tongue-tied there. $20 for Venomized Mr. Sinister, Cosmic Red border, 1,000 credits, 1,200 gold. It's okay. It's not, I mean, I don't mind the bundles that generally have pretty decent credits and gold in them. So this one's not terrible. It's just not great either. If you need the credits or the gold, have $20 to spend. Plus, if you just really like Mr. Sinister, it's probably not a bad bundle. Next one. This one threw me. It did throw me. $25 for a Baron Zemo and 3,500 credits. What threw me is I forgot the Baron Zemo Series 5. This is kind of one that I'm torn on. It's a Series 5 card for $25. Bundle value is 565%, which is kind of wild. I'm torn. You know, if you really want Baron Zemo and you got $25, it kind of seems like a sweet deal. I don't know if they're going to start pushing more Series 5 cards in these bundles. I know we saw Kitty Pryde last month in the gold bundle. I don't think Series 4 cards are quite out of the realm of possibility, but it's kind of interesting that we're seeing Black Knight and a Baron Zemo now. As far as I'm aware, as long as I've been playing the game, I didn't think that they are putting Series 5 cards in these bundles. So it's kind of interesting that we're starting to see that. If this was any other Series 5 card other than Baron Zemo, I probably would be pretty hot on it. But then again, $25 that's a lot, especially if you're buying the season pass as well. I mean, that's looking at a $40 month in the game. It actually is not that terrible for a game that, you know, I personally put way too many hours in. So, I mean, overall, it's actually a pretty decent bundle, especially if you do want Baron Zemo. Alrighty, Mighty Have Fallen. We've got $20 for a Venomized Gamora, 2,000 collector's tokens, and some boosters. It's just okay. You know, honestly, if you really like Gamora and you want the Venomized version of it, or you just really need the collector's tokens for anything, I mean, it's just standard okay bundle. The following one is also just another okay standard bundle. We've got Eater of Worlds. We've got a very sick Nullified Galactus skin, 2 spotlight keys, 5,000 gold for $100. If you got the $100 and you're a big Galactus fan, I mean, that's the bundle to have. I mean, am I right? I know there's people out there that's going to do this. There's a contingent of the community that are huge Galactus fans that are going to want this bundle. So I'm just waiting for the day where the Nullified Galactus skin just gets slapped down into my face. And you know what? I kind of look forward to it. Next one, we got the second Snap Anniversary bundle. Bundle value is actually 400% on this one. It is another Deadpool variant with some matte red borders, 500 credits, 1,200 gold for the whopping $10. This is actually, I mean, it's a pretty decent bundle. These are the ones that I don't mind getting. I mean, it's $10 or under. The bundle value is really, really good. I just wish they would have given us someone other than Deadpool. Deadpool is probably the card that I have the most variants of at this point. I mean, it's gonna be nice to increase his collection, but for the most part, I really wish they would have given us someone other than Deadpool for the second Snap Anniversary bundle, because it just kind of seems like we see on these cheaper $10 bundles, it's a lot of Deadpool, a lot of Venom, a lot of Carnage. Mix it up, you know. Give me a Wong. Give me someone. Give me an Onslaught. Like, give me someone different. Okay, and then we have Void Claw Vengeance. I actually had to look this up. And I'll get to what I looked up here in a second. We've got a Nullified Wolverine, which looks pretty cool. We get an Avatar, Cosmic Red border, 3,000 collector's tokens, and some boosters for 3,500 gold. This is the same amount of collector's tokens and the same gold that we got for Kitty Pryde. I know that Kitty Pryde in herself is an interesting card because a lot of the community did get her for free back in the day, but to me, it's just not the same, because I mean, we get a Series 1 Wolverine in place of a Series 4 card for the same amount of collector's tokens and gold. I mean, overall, this is probably one of the better ones to get collector's tokens on for the month. I just wish that we would have got something, yet again, just like Deadpool, than another Wolverine skin. You know, I really thought that it was very generous of them to give us a Series 4 card in these bundles. I wish they kind of would
keep up that. So either way, it's a sick Wolverine skin. It is really cool. And honestly, if you're chasing after collector's tokens, it is probably the bundle to get for the month. Next one, New Throne Who Dis. We've got a Maximus Venomized variant with 1,500 credits, 700 gold, and boosters for $15. Once again, it's kind of a standard bundle. Bundle value is 241. It's not that bad. I mean, it leans more towards the credits, less the gold, it's just fine. In the Dead of Night, we've got a Night Forged MODOK skin, which honestly is really, really cool. I actually really like the Night Forged skin, like I've already said, for 7,000 credits and $50. Wow, that is a bundle. I don't like it. A lot of credits. I mean, the Night Forged MODOK is really cool, but that is a lot of. That is not. It's 7,000 credits is not worth $50 to me. That's wildly not. I think this is probably more than Night Forged MODOK than anything, and it is what it is. Moving on to Hell's Kitchen Haunt, we've got a Zombie Daredevil for 3,000 collector's tokens, 1,500 credits for a whopping $35. Not a fan of this one. I mean, $35 is what it is. I guess for 3,000 collector's tokens. And you really, really like Zombie Daredevil, it is an option. I moved past all the premium variants and Token Tuesdays of the month because I don't think any of those are worth our time or money. Token Tuesdays are really not recently. And then our final bundle of the month is we've got Doomsday, which runs from November 5th through November 12th. We've got a Kim Jacinto Dr. Doom, which this variant is sick. This one is really good. A really good variant for Cosmic Green Border, 3,000 collector's tokens, 10,000 credits, which is wild, 1,500 gold, some boosters for $100. That's a lot of credits. I mean, this one, you're getting the Dr. Doom. Like that. If you're a really big Dr. Doom fan, that is what which most of these $100 bundles is what you're doing. I know that generally speaking, they're like, yeah, you buy the $100 bundles for the progression. Not on a lot of these. Like this Dr. Doom one is you are specifically chasing this Dr. Doom. So is what it is. It's too expensive for my blood. But that is it for the spotlight caches and the bundles for the Datamine for this month. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Are you a little bit upset about the Frigga Malekith switcherooski like I am? What bundles are you eyeing? Are you without a doubt going to be picking up that Black Knight immediately with me? Or are you going to be saving for that Wolverine? I think honestly I've been saving up enough gold that I maybe could potentially get the Wolverine by the time he comes back, or that he comes up, even though I am getting Black Knight. So we'll have to see. But overall, it's a pretty decent month for bundles. Yeah, I really hope that they keep in line with putting in these Series 4, Series 5 cards and the gold bundles. It does make it a lot easier to start building out your collection as a newer player, and so I'm really excited to see it. What other things do I got? I think that is about it. Thank you everyone for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button to see more of my content, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day. I'll see you guys all in the next one. See you later.